برای ملت ایران آزادی یک پیداست بر افق این زمان، سقوط شب نزدیک، پایان این ستم، نبرد آخر می آید، فرو می ریزد صبح، در انتظار یاری از آن سوی جهان، با فداکای مردم ایستاده ایم هر روز همان، خونها به پا شد اما راه روشن است، این امتناع پیروز است، شکی در کنار ما ایران بزرگ، دست یاری دراز شد، شکست این دروغ، راه رهایی باز شد، زنجیرها شکست، آزادی آغاز شد، زمان آخر ناگهان
And good morning, everyone. Oh, good evening, wherever you are. Yes, Javi Cha. I got my cap. I'm so happy. It was supposed to come like next week. Oops, I hit the wrong thing. I always do that. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. So yes, 2C is live in literally like 5 minutes. See, I got my cap. Oh yes, it just got here. I got my cap. I'm so happy. And of course, behind me. And yes, I start the stream with a song that I wrote the lyrics. Thanks to Sep for helping me with the translation to Persian. So we always start, and I try to change it up with this. It's got the same lyrics, but I change up the music. So good morning to everybody on this cold day here in the Hudson Valley, New York. It was 0 when I woke up. It's 4 degrees right now. And a friend of mine, Sam, who I haven't seen since last late spring when they were fishing for striped bass nearby, because they come up and they migrate up the Hudson River. He messages me, and I haven't heard from him in like months. And it is cold. So Sam, if you're watching, God bless you and your family. And maybe I'll see you in the spring for the striper run. I'm ready. I got my gear. I'm ready. Let's go. And keep in touch this way, when that time comes. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. And I got all the gear, trust me. You guys have no idea. Anyway, yes. Miga. I'm so happy my cap came. It's like the timing couldn't be more perfect. There's a lot going on. Like I said, I think you guys will be patient in trying to negotiate with the IRGC. There's no negotiating with the IRGC. That's not happening. Not with the IRGC. I've got flight radar. It's packed. There's a lot of traffic. And it's funny you say that, because I was looking at this before we came on, because this is one of the things I monitor. My dog is tearing up his treat. I don't know if you can hear it. Don't forget, guys, go. 2C's live like any minute. I go watch 2C. He's literally going live in like 4 minutes. Bill, watch the news from Telegraph, the updates about Iran. But first, let me show you quick. Let me minimize my screen. I am freezing. The fire can't go high enough in my wood stove. So I check out a lot of stuff on X. I'm just going to share it because there was a couple of interesting things on this post. You don't even know the rhetoric is getting even more crazier. Like they could send ICBMs toward New York and Washington. The rhetoric is just getting more intense. It's getting more intense. But I would suggest you guys go watch 2C. But this is, you can see how it's coming out. The IRGC is rebuilding its missile forces under a decentralized command system to ensure retaliation, even if leadership or communications are damaged. That's why it's one thing when you're dealing with these two elements, the regime and the IRGC. It's different, the structure. And then they showed about we were doing this last night. These are Pegasus. I saw them. I was talking to Sep. They're sending more Pegasus over. And I didn't see them. They came from Maine, and then they got to that point. They've been moving like 24 hours, 24/7. The movement is just unbelievable. The buildup is incredible. And my friend messaged me, Commander Cobra, that we all know, had joined Sep and I 2 days ago. He's a dear friend of mine. I mean, this man is amazing to me and my family. I can't even tell you enough. But he messaged me, and he said by Groundhog Day, Friday, Saturday is weekend in Muslim world. Sunday start of week. Very interesting, massing publicly and under cover of forces. So he's thinking by Monday. When is Groundhog Day? Monday or Tuesday? That's what my friend is saying. And I take a lot of value when he says something. Anyway, let me show you what else they were saying. Look, the backup account of the IRGC just published 11,000, I don't know what the KM is, indicating that the White House is in reach. There was a couple of other interesting things on this post, and you can see they're more recent. Look what he says. Remember last night we saw the plane? It was Iran 007 or 005. It was leaving Tehran. It was heading toward Turkey, and we said it, and we were right. Sepp and I were right. It was the foreign minister heading to Turkey to do this morning. This morning, it's crazy. We were right, and IRGC missiles are not negotiable because that's part of the deal. It's not just the nuclear; it's the missiles too. And that's what he said during this visit. It would probably be their foreign minister, because it's not Erdogan, whatever his name is. And it's the massive U.S. airlift to the Middle East continued overnight. We seen that. Sepp and I were in communication all night. And they're saying that, look, do you guys think that negotiations, are we going to keep stalling and are we going to keep pushing this? Like somebody mentioned, and I agree that there is still back channel discussions going on, but are we still going to just delay this and negotiate? The president made it clear before Midnight Hammer that you still have a chance to negotiate with us. He gave them that opportunity, and what happened afterwards? It's almost the same rinse repeat thing that's happening right now. Yeah, we're open to negotiate. Yeah, we'll negotiate with you after we're done doing business with you. But he said it again. Iran foreign minister says Iran is ready to resume nuclear negotiations with the United States as long as the talks are fair and based on mutual respect. Give me a break. Give me a break. All right, I want to read your comments quick. So there's a lot going on. Go check out Tusi. Tusi's live like right now. Go check out Tusi. He's live now. If you guys want. Because Tusi does put out a lot of relevant, important information. He's on top of it. He's always been. I'm a fan of Tusi. This person here, I'm not even going to try. Kalibaf, the head of the Iranian parliament. Trump might be the one to start the war, but its end will not be decided by him. So you could see, and this is a fair site that talks level. This is not like one of those regime-y types. This actually provides credible information. I've been watching this one. I think it's tonight too. I think it's happening Saturday morning in Iran. At the latest Sunday morning in Iran. It's either tonight or tomorrow. That's my guess. The time for waiting is over, in my opinion. But I could be wrong. Well, then who's going to strike first? We are. We're going to take out their navy, all those assets. We're going to sink that drone carrier. That's going to be like the first wave coming from the south. Then you're going to have a wave coming from the west. But we need to take out all their assets in the Persian Gulf because that is a direct threat. In my opinion, that has to be definitely taken up first. The USA, I'm going to read all your comments. Kilometers. I know, but that didn't make sense. Oh, it's 11,000 kilometers away. Is that what it meant? That the missiles could reach that far? Is it that far, though? I thought it would be a lot more than that. No? All right. And thank you, Ross. The USA has said that millions of dollars have been pouring out of the country, but said they will go after every dollar. Yeah, that's a lot of speculation that they've been sending a lot of these planes out. I think it was Goldie a few weeks ago said that the Ayatollah has, he's saved over $200 billion? $200 billion? I don't know if I'm getting that number right. It ain't million. It's probably the B. That's insane in itself. That money needs to go back to the Iranian people. Check flight radar down by Greece, Cyprus. I had it open. Hold on. Am I checking the military filter? I am freezing. Like I said, my friend Sam, he messaged me, stay warm. Like, I'm freezing with the fire going on and everything. I'm like shivering. The coffee's not just doing it. Oh, you got the RAF there. Oh, they're out. That's a Voyager. The refueler's out for the UK. Oh, yeah. The Voyager's out. What is that? Like minister? What is that? General Atomics. That's a drone. I've never seen this one before. I've never seen this. I've never seen that one before. I don't even know what that is. General Atomics MQ. I gotta look this up. I've never seen that listed. General Atomics MQ 9B. I've never seen that one before. It's the first time for everything. Oh, it is a drone. It's this drone. I've never seen that one before. Now that's different. Search and rescue, law enforcement, border, defensive, counter, electric warfare, airborne, anti-surface warfare, anti-submarine, mine. Oh, this is an interesting piece of equipment up there right now. UK. That is an interesting piece of hardware in the air right now. What are they looking for? Because there was a report of a Russian sub in the Med. I'm just wondering, what are they looking for? They're doing these loops right here. Now it looks like it's heading back. It took off from the RAF base here. That's interesting. That is interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think? God bless Israel. God bless the Iranian people. God bless all the people in the region. You know, Jordan is our major ally. I mean, they have been there for us all the time. You can see how the Saudis and the Qataris, they're all playing like we don't want to get involved because they don't want to be attacked. Look at Jordan. Look at Jordan. Of course, Israel, United States, UK. Now I'm hearing France. But yeah. And of course, the allies in the region allowing us to use their bases. Look at Cyprus with the RAF and other locations in the area. It's not just, the obvious, but there's a lot of support from other countries. Look at Cyprus as an example. So let me see. The drone is still out there? That cannot be from last night. It is. This thing, I went to sleep and this thing was up there. It's still out there. It can stay up there for 24 hours. Both my cousins are from Jordan. Like I said, my love to everybody over there. They're going to need our prayers. Oh my God. Sepp and I I'm going to see if he's around, but he said he had to work today, so I didn't want to bother him. I mean, we were talking about some horrific possibilities here, and I don't even want to get into it, but God forbid anything dirty or nuclear is used. Oh my God. You know what I mean with the dirty bombs. Oh my God. Oh my. That's a conversation I really don't want to have. Let's put it that way. Wi-Fi drone. What's up, Iron Cat? Remember, Tusi's live. Go watch Tusi. Typhoons close the transmission. I never saw this drone before. Also, I never seen this drone. The other one, not this one. This is our MQ 4C Triton. But it's out there. Look at all the C-17s, the tankers out there. Look at all the traffic. They're still bringing in assets. That's a tanker. That's a C-17, C-17. But you guys, and there's clippers out there. There's all kinds of stuff. But you have to see the barrage of stuff coming from the United States. It's continual. I was like, oh my gosh. They're called Gold. Those are the Pegasus. There were 4 of them that left yesterday. Was it 4? There was 2 more that I saw last night, leaving from Maine. And those are the big tankers. Look how much activity is up near the UK and Germany. Look at all this. Let's see if we can pick it up. What is this? Super Galaxy, another one. That is big. And you know where that's heading. To the Middle East. More. Probably THAADs, like heavy equipment is on that. Look at that. They're still bringing in assets. That's a big boy. And usually probably, defense countermeasure missiles, systems, and that's NATO. Look at them. They're still coming in. Look at this. This may have been from Ramstein or maybe the UK. So, yeah, right in this typical area that we expected. Another super gal. There's 2 of them. 2 of them on the way. They're still bringing in heavy stuff. THAAD systems, I agree. It's definitely THAAD. Before 1 hour, what? Before 1 hour, I saw 3 drones that you were watching, one over cutter and one left the cutter. Look, what time is it? It's going to be dark soon. It may not happen tonight. It might happen tomorrow because they're still getting pieces in place. I mean, there's still stuff coming in. I mean, there are 2 super galaxies still coming in. Now, usually you won't see them coming over the Atlantic, but you'll see them when they're leaving and you'll see them when they're coming in. They'll turn the transponders on. You hardly ever see them in here. But as they're departing or arriving, that's when you'll see them. And it'll say gold. Those were the Pegasus. See, not much going on now that we can see. But the UK's got something out there. What is this? Okay. There's still a lot going on. There's still a lot of movement going on. It could happen. I mean, it could happen. I'm not saying it can't happen. But based on what I'm seeing, they're still bringing in a lot. I'm curious to see where these go, but that's not going to be till later because they're still far out, those 2 super galaxies. Where are they going? Okay, we see this one. I want to just keep track. There's one. Where was the other one? Here. Right? Yes. Okay, so here and here. And that's going to take a while. I mean, look where it's got to go. All the way down here. Somewhere. So there's a long way before we see those appear. So just think of the timing. Because look, it's going to be dark soon. It's going to be dark soon. So I'm thinking tomorrow too. Tomorrow morning for them. Which nighttime is approaching now. I was thinking tonight too. But it might be tomorrow night. I'm just guessing. Oh, they're definitely looking for the Lincoln. And this is the problem. What's up? You're watching Tusi? Okay, so Tusi's saying about the Special Forces. That was the chatter last night with the Commando 2 aircraft that left Georgia. It did not leave well, can't even say the word right now. Azerbaijan. It did not. It was actually Georgia. That was the chatter because they said that may contain Special Forces. That's why he's talking about that. But there's also a lot of speculation. Is those Special Forces going to try to get Khomeini or some other type of special op? Everybody's speculating, like me. We're all speculating. But that was based on what we were seeing last night. Because when that Commando 2 showed up, that's usually a Delta Force special op plane that they carry those type of personnel. That's where that's coming from. Strategic news special because airstrikes will not be effective. Airstrikes will be effective, but it's not the whole picture. It depends on the strategy here. Are they going to go for specific targets, take out missiles, nuclear, or are they going to go for regime, leadership? It depends. It depends on what they decide to do. Would have treated this as a national security risk, leading to an understanding between agencies, a result of which Israel benefited from the post 9/11 landscape, the war on terror, regional. So that's what someone's saying in another chat. And I'm just trying to get to all your comments. So you guys think tonight? I'm seeing what you're writing. We'll see. I think it'll happen before next week because of that talk about a joint exercise between China, Russia, and Iran with live fire drill. Right where in the Arabian Sea, Gulf of Oman, right where the carrier is? I don't think so. I don't think so. So I think something's going on this weekend. Now, I'm not saying tonight. It could be tomorrow. I'm just saying. That's, just my opinion. And, there's so many, we're all speculating. Everyone's speculating. And right now, the air traffic is going to look normal. But there's a lot of activity. And that drone, I've never seen this drone by the RAF. Never. We don't even have a picture. I had to bring up the actual description of what kind of drone that is. And it's anti-sub. And it's over water. You got to wonder, what is it looking for? Just saying. Let me see if I can bring that up again. I may have gotten rid of it. What is it again? Atomics. MQ, what? 9B. MQ 9B. This one. This is the RAF drone. Right now. In the Med. Unmatched situational awareness. But look what it can be used for. Can be configured to conduct a number of ISR operations, included but not limited to electronic warfare, anti-surface, anti-sub, airborne mine countermeasures. I mean, this thing can do quite a bit. But obviously, it's flying over the water right now. Is it anti-sub right now? It's not going to be mines. Not there. The Persian Gulf is more of the concern there. But it could be looking for subs. I'm speculating, but based on the description of what this thing can do. It's an interesting little part there. Trixon says next weekend. So you think we're not ready yet? Who knows? I mean, it's kind of one of those things we keep saying today, tonight, tomorrow, and then it just gets pushed. And they're not going to move until they're ready. The president is not going to make the decision until he thinks we are ready. But at this point, with everything that's going on, do you guys see him backing down right now? Honestly, do you? Do you think this is just applying so much pressure? Is that what this is? A pressure campaign? By the show of force? Do you think at this point it's that? Or do you think it's just a matter of time before the president makes the decision to strike? Iron Cat says tonight. I mean, I've been saying it for over a week. I thought it was going to be tonight, Saturday morning. I've been saying it over a week. But Trix might be right. Maybe it won't happen this weekend. Maybe it happens next weekend. But there's too many things going on right now. That's why I say next week is too long. Because there's too many other things going on in the background. That's why I don't think it'll wait till next weekend. Especially that talk about the Chinese, Russian, Iranian exercise with live fire right there in the Arabian Sea, right next to where our carrier is. Live fire? That's playing with fire. Unless that's just BS. Yeah, I agree, Ulysses. It's going down. No. Don't apologize for your vulgarity. It's okay. I get it. No, that's okay. You weren't. You don't have to apologize. Flush out. I don't want to say the last one. You don't have to apologize. Everybody's opinion matters. And you know what? There's a lot of passionate people out there, especially the Iranian people that are literally, I mean, I don't want to get, are literally dying and suffering. And it's like, when is help coming? When is it coming? We need your help. I mean, the cries of help. There's, and there's a lot of people that are not in Iran, that Iranian, and there are people like us in the United States and elsewhere across the world that are supporting the people of Iran, and we want to see them. I have to tell you some other stuff too, but I'll wait till Sep comes on. There's some weird shit going on in the background. And I'll wait till Sep, and it's not good. It's kind of almost scary, but I'm not going to be intimidated. I'll see if Sep wants to discuss more further into that later on when he joins me this afternoon. Exactly. I don't think the United States is going to allow live fire drills either. Are you kidding me? No way. That could be interpreted as, that's like when we were doing our exercise. Did we say we were going to do live fire drills or just an exercise? When you say live fire, I mean, how does that live fire not turn from a drill into real action? No way. That is unacceptable. Sean, I don't know if tonight's the night. It could be tomorrow night. But I think personally, this is me, it's this weekend. Now, my Commander Cobra thinks it might happen early next week. He says by Groundhog Day. He keeps sticking to Groundhog Day. When is Groundhog Day? Alexa, when is Groundhog Day? The 2nd?
Groundhog Day is a fun tradition celebrated on
February
2nd.
Alexa, stop. So that's like right around the corner too. I mean, the 1st is Sunday. The 2nd is Monday. So he's saying by Monday. So he's even saying by this weekend. Oh yeah. You're right, Iron. So right now we're at the point of monitoring because, like I said, there is so much rhetoric. It's getting even crazier. And I'm gonna go check X, and I'm gonna check my phone because a lot of stuff comes in. Let me zoom out of this. We don't need to be focused on the drone, the RAF drone. And like I said, there's 2 super galaxies on the way. I mean, they're still bringing in heavy payloads of THAADs and who knows what else they're bringing in. Here's one here. And there's another one here. Oh boy, they're still bringing it in. It's still coming. And there's a lot of C-17s. The drone is out there. The MQ-4C Triton is out there. It's been out there since last night. It might be time for this thing to come back home. It's been up there for many hours. And then we'll send the Poseidon up. If they're, I mean, what we can see, because there's a lot going on that we can't. An Atlas. What is that? Clipper? What is that? Who is that? That's a small Bangladesh. Really? Here comes, it might have, where is this going? Yeah, that's a C-17. What is this? That's at the International. Why? Bahrain, a Hercules. Where the hell did that come from? Dubai. So that came from UAE. Here's a tanker. There's another C-17 leaving. Where did it take off from? Qatar? Oh, do you know what's... Yeah, it left from Qatar. Okay. So there's still a lot of movement going back and forth. Oh, that's interesting. Because the Voyager's there. Right next to the Typhoon. I wonder if they're doing any strikes in Syria. Where did this come from? Because this just popped up. Where was this plane? Oh, yeah, they might have went into... Oh, yeah, they definitely... That was from last night. We were checking that last night. They might have been hitting targets in Syria. Or even Iraq. But now you're starting to see the Typhoons pop up. So something might have been going on last night. They might be hitting their proxies. Because they're a threat. We're not going to see much of where that came from. Because they usually go into Jordan, then they come along, and then they go in. That's interesting. And what the heck are these two? Spar. That's coming in. There's a lot of activity. The Gulf Stream. Interesting. Where did that come from? Baghdad. Look at that. Who is this? Turkey? Qatar. Interesting. Wonder where that's going. Yeah, so there's a lot of little interesting things going on the screen. There's another UK. An Atlas. There's a lot of movement. Do you see that? There's a lot of movement of, let's call them cargo, transport, planes, all throughout the area. There's all kinds of movement, and you still got super galaxies coming in. There's a lot going on, actually, as far as movement. Because this one's coming in now, the C-17. That's a tanker. There's the drone is out there. Where'd the drone go? Okay, the drone has to be coming in soon. It has to be. It's been out there for many hours. Though it can stay up there for 24. All right, go Iron Cat. Iran doesn't have proxies anymore in Syria. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that there's people coming from Lebanon, Hezbollah, to try to come in to help. You got to watch everything. You have to watch everything. Merni. You got to watch the whole region of movement. Even the Houthis in Yemen. Everything has to be monitored. And they may be simply going after ISIS targets. It could be ISIS. Because the French and the UK have been hitting them. So have we. It could be anything. It's hard to say. UK seems to not want to put IRGC in terrorist group. Bill, do you have any info on why? That's a really... Because you got to remember, where is the IRGC headquarters? Right in the middle of the UK. Right in London. I don't know what the heck the issue is, but at the same time, you have the UK providing a lot of logistical support and defense countermeasures in the region right now. So that's kind of bizarre. But didn't the European Parliament pass? They did. There was so much outrage from the other side saying terrorist organization. So wasn't the UK, of course, part of that? No? You guys got to fill me in on that because I'm not familiar with the UK part of this. They had to, right? Or did they abstain from the vote? Or did they not vote? Or they voted no? I don't know. I appreciate the observation of military vehicle movement analysis. I mean, and trust me, I'm no expert. I'm just, an observer, just like all of us. Most of us, at least. There are people here that are military background. Yeah, let the regime think they're safe. But the thing is, it's scary, though. I mean, they build hundreds of drones per day. You get a swarm drone, it's still going to be really hard to take them all out. Though I've been seeing the microwave technology, and so I'm not going to get into that because there's people that are watching. Trust me, and I'll get into that more with Sep later. There are people monitoring social medias and definitely people that are doing podcast streaming. I can tell you that for a fact. Just saying. They are monitoring us, and they're monitoring all of us. That is not, I'm not saying that lightly either. I am not. I do not say that lightly. And let me, I don't want to bother Sep, our dear Iranian friend.
The Knicks are on a hot
Alexa,
streak.
stop. Our dear friend in Austria, because he told me he was going to be busy with work today, and I got to do some work in a little while too, but definitely we're both coming on later this afternoon. Did Tusi say anything else? I know people are watching Tusi. Did Tusi say anything else of particular interest on what's going on, like his recent update? Better than what I had 2 minutes ago, for real. Dude, it's so cold here. I'm like freaking out. Literally, I'm sitting here freezing. And hopefully we'll have him on with us because, he can speak to you in Persian. Unfortunately, I cannot. I can barely speak Spanish, and I'm Puerto Rican. Well, part Puerto Rican. I can barely speak Spanish. That's a shame. It's a long strategy of chess. Look back and you will see the build-up, the plays that brought us to today. And know there are many more moves ahead. Yeah, it's definitely a chess. He said in Farsi, we have to wait for war receivers. Trump should order the plan soon. And I'll check X in a minute. And good morning, SA.
It's currently 10 degrees and sunny, with a high of 17 and low of minus 15.
Oh my God.
There's a cold weather advisory in effect from midnight tonight until 10 a.m. tomorrow, with wind chills as low as 12 below zero. Please dress warmly and limit outdoor exposure.
Lovely. What's this drone in Qatar? The one that was flying around is the U.S. drone, the MQ-4C Triton. It's been up since last night. We've seen it. And it's got to come in soon to the UAE to land because this thing's been up for many hours. It can stay up there for up to 24 at altitudes of 50,000. Right now it's at 48,000 feet. That thing is way up. But they got to monitor the Persian Gulf constantly. Constant. This is like really serious right now. That's a powder keg. That is a powder keg ready to go. That Persian Gulf. I'm telling you. I'm seriously worried about this area. Big time. And yes, Israel and Jordan. Because Jordan is definitely going to be targeted. Because the Iranians know how much Jordan is supporting this whole operation. Unidentified, this one. I don't know if that's going to pop up. Let me see if on Qatar? I'm not seeing thing, and I got the drone filter on. It may not be showing on mine. Let me see. What I'm gonna do, Mermy, because you've been here for a while, I'm gonna make you a mod. So you could put links. Put me a link in there in chat. I just made you a mod. Send me a link on what you're looking at. I know, right? It's so cold. Dude, I'm like getting frostbite inside my house. I am freezing here, and I can't put the fire that much because then it's a problem. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on everything. I do want to check other stuff though. And you can see it's going to be dark soon. It's approaching. Nighttime is definitely approaching. And I don't really want to check the filter for civilian because it's not going down this early. Not until it's full night. I think if they're going to make the most of the nighttime, you would think this might start by 11, 12. But then again, the markets close at 4 here. So we're still like 6 hours away from the markets. So you got to take that as consideration, but you never know. Thank you, Mermy. Mern, can I? Oh, I'm gonna mess this up. Mern. Let's see what he's sharing. What the hell is that? How come that's not showing up on mine? Why isn't this showing up on my filter? See, it just disappeared from mine. Why is that happening? Am I doing something wrong with my filter? How come it disappeared? How come I'm not seeing it on my end? Why? I'm old. Chill. That's odd. Anyway, I seen it. I don't know. I don't know what the heck that could be. Honestly, I don't. Let me check what's going on here. I'm like freezing right now. I don't even want to check what the other side is putting out. Oh, God. No. No way. Let's see if they're putting anything else out new. Nope. I'm just checking the feeds. And I'm going to check Israel, too. One minute ago. Okay, that's nothing. No, they haven't posted anything. A lot of people are seriously quiet. Let's see if Lindsay's talking about anything. See if the president has posted anything on Truth Social. Nope, Lindsay hasn't done nothing for hours. And I doubt Reza Pahlavi is going to say anything right now. Let's see, who can we check? Let's check the president. No. Everything's about the Fed. Yeah. Everything.